Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. To all of you brothers and sisters, wherever you guys are, and I'll get right to it. I hope I didn't upset anyone with the video title. And I don't upload videos like these. I usually upload Quran lectures and nasheeds. But I wanted to upload just a different video today. And believe it or not, about 2 times in my life I was about to go through with suicide, and alhamdulillah it never got to that point. But I thought about sharing my experience, how it started, what I went through, and how things, alhamdulillah, they started to change. And the reason why I really wanted to do this was because I came across a lot of content on the internet about Muslims who were struggling with stress and depression, and some having suicidal thoughts, and others unfortunately going and committing it. And I thought about sharing my experience because I remember when I had my troubles, what would really help me was hearing from someone else. So I decided to share, what I went through, and I thought about making a lengthy video talking about it. I thought about writing it, and I wasn't my strength. I think I'm a better writer than I am a speaker. So I wrote a lengthy article, and you'll find the link right under the video. And I'll share many experience, which I did mention in the article. The truth is, no one really wakes up and says, "Oh, I'm gonna commit suicide today." And I knew from the start that it was haram, and subhanallah, I would say depression is just such an evil thing that it makes you do things and say things that when you come back to your senses, you realize, subhanallah, what on earth was I doing? And at my lowest point, I remember going outside late at night and riding my bike as fast as I could with my head down, hoping a car would come and just hit me. Alhamdulillah, I don't know how, but I survived through it all. And I look back at it now, and I just think, what on earth was I doing? Was I even conscious? And I remember doing it, but I don't remember why I was doing it. And that's kind of how it was. I remember getting up at nights. This was in high school. I remember getting up at nights, and I found literally no way to rid the pain in my heart, except I would cry for hours on end. And I would cry and cry and cry until literally my body ran out of strength to even get up. And I would, out of sheer fatigue, I would then fall asleep. And then this would happen, one night, second night, third night, fourth night. And it started to become a trend. And, I started to become more desperate and more hopeless. And it was at that point where I first thought about taking my own life. And in regards to dealing with all this, the best example I could really give is you take 2 people, for example. One person injures their hand, and there's another person whose feet are injured, the knee gets injured, they suffer a concussion, they twist their ankles, their entire body has these injury spots, whereas the other person has, for example, a broken hand. And we can look at one and say, one person's body is going to use all its resources to help heal that hand as fast as it can. And the other person has so many issues that, the body is really overwhelmed with battling, trying to fix the issue in the hand, trying to fix the concussion, trying to fix the ankle, so on and so forth. And I felt that, and I'm sure anyone who's been through depression could somewhat relate to it. There's so many problems, you're so overwhelmed, and your body is trying to just make sense of it all, and you end up doing things, saying things that you wish you never did. And subhanAllah, that's just how evil this disease is. So I talked about it in detail, and I gave account of what are some of the things that helped me, and alhamdulillah, how things started to get better. And the last point I wanted to say was the biggest deception I was in was I used to think that my problems need to go away so I can live a happier life. And honestly speaking, the problems I had when I was extremely depressed to the problems I have now, they haven't really changed. And just from a problem perspective, I don't think much has changed. But the difference now is that they don't weigh on me like they used to. And that was the biggest deception I lived in. I always used to think that, you know what, my problem needs to be resolved so I can live more comfortably, but that never really happened. But anyhow, I talked about this in greater detail in the article, so it'll make more sense if you go and read through it. And of course, if something doesn't make sense, or if you have any questions at all, feel free to contact me. There's a YouTube link, obviously. There's a Facebook link, and also I'll put email for reference as well. So that's all I wanted to say. I know I usually don't upload videos like these, but I just wanted to share this message and hope, inshaAllah, that someone benefits from it. And also, one of the best things you can do is tell others how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala helped you through your bad times. So inshaAllah, that's what I wanted to say. I'll get back to uploading what I usually do, Quran, nasheeds, and lectures. So anyhow, till then, take care. All the best to you all, and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.